What's good, YouTube? I go by the name of Q. If you're unfamiliar, if you are familiar, shout out to you. Welcome back to the channel. I've been getting this question a lot lately. I've gotten it over the years, but as of late, I've been getting it more and more frequently. So I feel like that's a sign for me to cover this. I'm surprised I haven't covered this already, but the question I've been getting is, where do I begin with investing? Where do I start in terms of stock market investing? For one, that's a great question. That's a really good question. And for two, that lets me know there's some seriousness there, even though there might be some hesitation, right? And you want to seek counsel. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Let me put that out there. Because there are strict guidelines about giving financial advice, right? I'm just someone who's been investing for 10 years, someone who's debt free, someone who's financially literate, and I'm just trying to help as many people as I can. With that disclaimer out the way, the answer I give is simple: invest in things you consume. That's exactly how I got started investing. I can't recall where I got this concept from, but that's just how I got started. I honestly think it was just logic, right? One of my very first investments was Netflix. 9 times out of 10, if you're watching this video, you have a Netflix subscription. Netflix has been around for, I think, about 25 years almost now, low key, which is crazy to even think about. They got over 200 million subscribers worldwide. Netflix is something that a lot of people consume. They're a billion-dollar company. Why not invest in Netflix? If you're a parent and you ever purchase some Johnson & Johnson products for your baby, why not invest in Johnson & Johnson? There's over, I want to say 3 million there's over 3 million babies born each year in the US. 3 million babies. Johnson & Johnson is a product that's been around for 100 plus years. They're a blue chip company. A name, a brand you can trust. There's almost nobody who don't know what Johnson & Johnson is. Why not invest in that? I love Nike, right? Nike is one of my favorite brands. I got countless Nike socks, countless Nike shorts. All my sneakers are Nike. I used to buy Jordans, Air Force Ones, Air Raids, Diamond Turfs, Kobe's, LeBron's, you name it. You name the shoe and I had it. And speaking of LeBron, one thing about LeBron, we all know he's the king. He's sliding off his throne a little bit, right? As he's getting up there in age. But LeBron James has a lifetime deal with Nike. Lifetime contract. So as long as his name lives, his name is going to live. Matter of fact, because he's going to the Hall of Fame. But you're going to associate LeBron James with Nike the same way you associate Michael Jordan and Kobe, some of the greatest athletes ever. Serena Williams, Tiger Woods. When you think Nike, you think of greatness. They've been around for a very long time. Why not invest in Nike? I work for the railroad. I mentioned that before. There's a company called 3M. All of our PPE, all of our cleaning products, all of the decals that we put on the train is 3M products. Every last one of them. We spend thousands of dollars per month on 3M products. I think we actually have contracts with them. And my company isn't the only company who have 3M products that they purchase every day. 3M has over... Man, they got a lot of products. They have a lot of products. It's a statistic out there that says you're never really, I think, 10 feet or 20 feet away from a 3M product because they have Scotch tape. They have cleaning products for your kitchen, so Brillo pads. They have safety glasses. They have a bunch of different products, and people have been buying 3M products for longer than I can remember. 50 plus years for sure. They're another blue chip company that actually pays dividends every quarter. So why not purchase 3M? Purchase and invest in what you consume. That's the easiest way to get started, in my personal opinion. Don't get me started on Apple. I've never owned an Apple product, but I have lots of Apple stock. Every time Apple drops an iPhone and people line up and rush out the door to go buy those iPhones, I get excited. I get excited because that inflates my investment portfolio because I have Apple stocks, right? iPhones, AirPods, MacBooks, iPads, Apple Watches, you name it. People go nuts over Apple products, but they never think to invest in it, which is crazy. They're another blue chip company that's been around for a very long time. Rest in peace to Steve Jobs. The CEO, Tim Cook, is doing a very great job over there, and it's just mind blowing to me, but I get it, right? We all start somewhere, but I honestly think the best way to get started is to invest in things that you consume on a regular basis. Even if you don't consume them, think about what majority of the economy consumes. Those household names, those top brands that's been around for years upon years upon years, some even centuries, that's where I invest my money. Those top companies who are leaders in their industry, blue chip companies, blue chip stocks, that's where I personally put my money, because for one, it's safer and it saves you time from overthinking. There are millions of companies in this world. I don't do too much digging or fishing for those diamond in the rough companies, those up and coming, oh, this one might take off. I don't look for those hot stocks. I focus on where the money is. That's something else I learned in the past, is follow the money. Where the big dogs heading, where the whales are investing their money, where the hedge funds are putting their money. I do that because history has shown me, and I get it, right? History isn't indicative of the future all the time, but in most cases, there are patterns. There are patterns and indicators that show, okay, this is where this is going. Let me just hop on here and just ride it out. You take away the overthinking, you take away the emotion, and it allows your money to grow steadily, and you build wealth that way. The only way to build wealth is ownership. You have to own something, right? It don't necessarily have to be stocks. It could be bonds, right? And speaking of stocks in general, I named a bunch of individual stocks, but you do have index funds and you do have ETFs, which is similar to index funds, except ETFs trade like stocks. I'll do a whole video on that in the future. It can be crypto, it can be real estate, it can be your own business, but you have to own something in order to build wealth, right? You can't just make the money. You have to invest it somewhere. You have to own something, assets, that's going to appreciate and gain value whether you're present or not. Ownership is the key. There are multiple asset classes, so keep that in mind. You figure out what's best for you, but you have to own something. I can't stress that enough. Ownership is the way. The accumulation of appreciating assets to assure that you don't have to work longer than you desire. If you want to get rich, if you want to get wealthy, assets, ownership, that's it, that's all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Also follow me on IG. Q Makes It Happen on Instagram. Go show your boy some love. I go by the name of Q, and like I always say, if Q can make it happen, you can make it happen. I'll let y'all next video. Peace.